Rock bottom on the track, boy.
What's going on? What's going on? Thank you for tuning into the Mind of Man show, where men and women discuss all things men. My name is James Bush. I am your Manversationist. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got a repeat offender to our show today. This man is tough as nails when it comes to that money, and he will get in your grill, but it's for a good reason. Mr. Jamal, welcome back to the show, my bro.
Thank you for the opportunity.
So, Jamal, tell my audience who isn't informed with your services, what all do you do?
What all do we do? In a nutshell, we teach people how to save money, how to make money, how to grow their money, how to protect their money. We provide financial strategies for now and the future, with the goal of that we want to put millions back into our community. And then the big goal is that we want to teach people how to become financially independent and just save the world, so to speak.
Well, get your popcorn ready. You're in for a treat. So we're going to talk about today his expertise, money, business, retirement at that. But first, it's game time. Game time. 5 questions. 5 questions on topics Jamal may think he knows.
I forgot about this.
But he really doesn't. You get all 5 right, you get some Mind of a Man show swag. If not, I will be abrasive towards you for the remaining of the show. I think he might do well though. I think he might do well. Jamal, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's go. Question number 1. What is a group of lions called?
What? A pack?
No, Jamal. No, Jamal. It's not a pack.
Club?
It's not a club. It's a pride.
Lion pride.
It's a pride.
Tiger pride.
No.
A lion pride? Tiger pride? I'm trying to get it together.
No swag for you. No swag for you. Question number 2.
Oh my goodness.
The zodiac sign Pisces refers to what animal?
The fish?
That is correct. That is correct. All right. I think next 3 he's got, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to see this one.
I don't know.
Question number 3. Who co-founded Microsoft with Bill Gates?
Steve Ballmer?
No. No. It's Paul Allen.
Yeah.
Jamal, you know this. You the finance guy. You know. I mean, I'm expecting you to tell me that. That's all right. Question number 4. Here we go. Question number 4. I think he got this one. I seen his. I think he got this one, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Barbara Gordon is better known as what heroine?
Batwoman.
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct. I knew you were gonna get that.
Yeah.
All right. And the last one. Question number 5. What is Homer Simpson's middle initial?
L?
No.
Homer J. Simpson?
Exactly. It's Homer J. Simpson.
Yeah. Well, trivia ain't my thing. Don't put me on trivia questions.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. Jamal, me and him have to have a little conversation about this. Mind of a Man show. we're back with Mind of a Man Show. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get into the gauntlet. Now, Jamal, this ain't no questions or anything like this. This is up your wheelhouse.
Okay.
All right, my brother.
Okay.
For those who don't know, I was on notes on Instagram that, Jamal, you have these videos that show men doing the wildest and craziest things. And it demonstrates why men's life insurance is high, which begs the question, who has the higher life insurance, men or women?
Well, statistically, men are more riskier than women, so we have the highest rates when it comes to life insurance policies in their risk class. So a risk class is how healthy are you and how much risk do you take.
Okay.
So that's predetermined upon your driving record, your medical record, and then your activities. So this kind of dictates what your risk class is going to be. And I always tell people this stuff is going to be found out, so you got to go ahead and disclose it. You're already in the matrix. It's up there, uploaded in our MIB and other records that we kind of like have out there. So,
oh, your activity, they know what you're doing?
Listen, your driving record is already out there. So you're giving permission for these companies to review your records. Okay. You're giving permission with your HIPAA forms to give these companies permission to review your records. So sometimes you may have to sign off on what's called like a special authorization form from the hospital for them to release your information. But it's already a database of, pretty much when you was 18 up until now of your health records. Okay. So how healthy you are determines the better rates you can get when it comes to the cost of insurance and your premiums.
Well, would they mind if I kayak? Do they know about that?
Kayaking is fine.
But do they know about that though?
So here's the gem. I can only disclose what you tell me.
Gotcha.
All right. Now, if you're a superstar, you're on TV like Will Smith is, and you're diving out of planes, you're jumping into volcanoes. Yeah. He probably already has his policy in place, but if he try to get a new policy, they already know that you're already skydiving. It's a record of that. So you just got to be mindful of the activities you're doing. Like life insurance is called risk management. Right. So if I'm giving you $1 million, $500,000, I have to determine how risky are you about losing your life?
I got you.
Or becoming sick. Because, yes, they want to pay out, but at the same time, if we always paid out, it's not really a profitable company.
No, it's not.
Yeah, so think about that. So you have to really think about your activities, when you're doing them. If I go kayaking and it's a rough patch, I could die.
It's the Harpeth.
if I'm going whitewater rafting, if I'm jumping off a waterfall, so if I'm parachuting, that's a high risk activity. If I'm scuba diving, it's a high risk activity. So you just have to be mindful of your high risk activities. I would ask the question, and it's up to you to tell me the truth or not. Okay. It's on you. Now, you can't hide whether or not you had a DUI or license has been suspended. That's going to come up.
Yeah, that's going to come up.
Yeah, that's there for you.
Well, basically, they're saying I guess you have to have somewhat of a boring life to get a lower premium on your insurance policy. Am I hearing that?
Health is wealth. The less risk you take, the better premium you can possibly get.
Okay. So that's the way you get around it. A lot of Jamal. Anyway, question number 2. According to an article on NBC News, they stated that blacks are buying more life insurance now. The article appeared on July the 19th and July the 21st of 2021. Is this something that you're seeing in your practice where more blacks are buying life insurance?
Yes. So I think what happened was with the pandemic, it caused a lot of people to sit down and pay attention and reevaluate what they have in place. And then with us sitting down, there was more podcasts, more information out about how life insurance works, the permanent policies, the IULs, the infinite banking strategies, the whole life. So we saw that instantly people can just be gone like that. Yeah. And now, even with the no GoFundMe campaigns, we want to make sure that people have stuff in place. So it's not as taboo to talk about life insurance outside of the job versus how it was like pre-pandemic. What I would say is that it eased the conversation. Now the conversation is a whole lot easier to have the conversation in our community now versus like pre-pandemic. It wasn't a struggle, but it was like, we can't talk about death.
Wow.
I'm bringing that energy into my life.
Wow. Well,
But
yeah.
At the same time as this, we promised two things, taxes and death. You
That's
gotta
true.
talk about it.
That's true.
You gotta have these conversations. This is how we pass on generational wealth. So think about it like that, reframing the conversation.
You said two things right there. You said no GoFundMe,
No GoFundMe.
and you also stated about insurance outside of your job.
Outside of the
Give
job.
me a little snippet on that before we go to commercial.
So you can have insurance on your job, please get that, but keep in mind that typically people change jobs 4 to 5, 10 times after their career.
Wow.
So if I'm 30, I only have life insurance in my job, stay on that job till I'm 40. Now I've changed jobs, I'm laid off, I have
Right.
nothing in place.
Right.
I could have some health issues going on, my insurance is higher now.
Right.
So you always want to own things. This is about ownership. You want to own your life insurance plan, you want to own your retirement plan.
Right.
That way nobody can dictate to you what actually is going on.
That's right.
And then think about this, if I do have a plan in place and I get injured on the job, I may have short-term disability, I'm costing the company money, I may get laid off. What do you have in place now?
That's right.
I don't care if you're single, married, you gotta own insurance outside of your job in some kind of form or fashion. And then on top of that, you're probably underinsured on your job.
True.
So there's a way that we can calculate how much insurance a family needs. And typically what I see to sit down with people is they're typically underinsured.
Wow.
I got life insurance on my job. Okay, so what happens when you retire? Does that go with you?
No.
You change jobs, does that go with you?
Right.
I've seen retirees, their life insurance plan drops every year
Wow.
after they retire. But if she owned that policy before she retired, guess what? She's still good to go. So it's the name of the game. And when you're in your later ages, it's gonna cost you more money. So go ahead and get it now, especially if you're young.
Yeah.
You have to think about ownership. I wanna own my retirement plans. I wanna own my life insurance plans. I wanna own my own investment strategies.
Right.
I don't want these companies are not loyal, telling me what I got and how I can use it.
That's right.
And when I can use it. So.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break. Jamal's going to try to sell me on another policy. I already bought one from him. Mind of a Man Show. Welcome back with Mind of a Man Show. So Jamal, you know, I don't say I'm a troll or anything like that, but I tend to go and frequent your page at sometimes. And sometimes you have some great information, and sometimes you have some horrific information. one of your videos, matter of fact, it had the sensitivity, or it had where you had to click on
The
it.
CY?
Yeah.
See video?
Yeah, and I was like, wow. I was like, he went that way. And that man got hurt that time. But anyway,
Yeah.
check this portion out. Question number 3. You had a recent video on your social media page where it gave some insight on 401ks and matching. Help my audience understand this, because many believe that just because you put as much money into your 401k as possible to save for retirement, they don't actually know the risk about that.
Okay, so this is non-traditional. So what I want people to really look at is, has tradition and condition helped people actually achieve retirement? You can go watch some documentaries, you can do the research yourself. You can go research the founder of the 401k, see what he says. But think about it like this, okay? You're investing in a plan where you're gonna get taxed later on that money, all right? So these companies, they're giving you a match. And what we've been told to do was do the match and go over the match, like max your 401k out. But here again, that company is in control of that 401k. What if that company invests your money into the wrong thing, your 401k is gone? That can happen, all right? So strategy-wise, I'm talking about strategy. Get that free money. I used to be like, don't mess with 401ks, but now I'm kind of like, if they're giving me free money, that's gonna be free money I'm gonna get. Do not do over the match. Only do that first 100% match, and that's it. That other percentage, you can put that money in something else outside of your job that can still do some different things for you that you can control when it comes to your retirement. And so what I want people to really start thinking about is retirement and investing. If I'm investing, I know it's going to be some ups and downs, some risks. But if I'm saving for retirement, I shouldn't have to risk my money going up and down all the time or me getting taxed down the line in the future. Because think about it like this. You have $1 million in your 401k.
I wish.
You get ready to retire, but you never pay taxes on that $1 million.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Okay? So now you start pulling money out, you're getting taxed on that dollar amount in the future.
Wow.
Does it make sense to get taxed now or get taxed in the future?
I think it makes sense to get taxed now. So
Okay.
now in the future be better.
Right. And then if there are some other programs out there where you can grow that money tax-free and you can pull that money out tax-free, which side would you rather be on?
Yeah.
So now it's just a matter of just showing people that there's options out there.
Yeah.
So the more you understand this game, the more you can move and choose how you want to have your retirement kind of look. So you got text me later money, text me now money, text me free money. I want to be as much on the tax-free side as possible, but I also don't want to risk not losing some of the free monies out there. So I can have some different strategies going on for me. But what I'm telling people, my advice is that don't go over that match. Yes, it can be a tax benefit for right now, but you're delaying taxes for the future. And plus, you're not like, you're going to be risky right now. We're in a recession, market's tanking, you know, it's going to bounce back. But how many more times you have to keep on bouncing back? Imagine that imagine you retiring right now. You lost 20% of your portfolio last year. You potentially lose 20% of your portfolio this year.
Jesus.
Like, how are you going to feel?
I'm not gonna feel good at all.
All right, so
I'm about to kick you off my show, man. You keep talking about all this loss, man. That's not good for mental health. Did you see the mind of a man who ain't with the cook?
So, what's the solution? If we can show you a way not to lose any more money, but only make money when the market bounces back, could we show you some numbers?
Yeah.
So there's programs and products out there that can do that.
Okay.
And you just have to ask the right questions, and you come to us and our agents, and we can show you that information. It's already out there. Just got to show you how to do it.
Well, we talk about, let's be honest, and I know some of my audience, we talking about a guy like yourself. I'm giving on a phone call with you, or you come to the house, or I go to the office, or whatever have not, and you using all these big terms like index funds and all this other kind of stuff. And a lot of us, man, we heard of it. I mean, are we going to do a Google search on it? Possibly, but at the same point in time, that's a lot.
Keep it simple. Just keep it simple for the people.
Okay.
There's some short videos out there. Think about it like this. My wife calls it a stairway to heavenly retirement.
Okay.
When the market grows, I grow.
Okay.
Market tanks, I lock in.
Okay.
Market grows, I grow. Market tanks, I lock in. So if you on the, what we call variable side, which is where your stocks and your 401ks are, you always like a roller coaster going up and down.
Yeah.
If you're always up and down, you're unstable, but I'm stable, who's going to win?
You, because you're
All right?
stable.
I'm a sore loser. I like winning.
Right.
So if I can show you a winning strategy and it makes sense to you, could we show you some numbers?
Definitely. What are some key terms that, I guess, for those who do watch the news or who do click through social media feeds to look for in reference to the market?
I mean, right now it's kind of scary. Like, are we in a recession?
Recession. So recessions are bad.
But you can also make a lot of money in a recession.
Okay.
So here comes again, you got to separate the two.
Okay.
What am I talking about? Am I talking about investing, or saving for retirement?
Okay.
If I'm investing, I want to kind of like buy and hold. I want to sit right here and hold because this company's going to bounce back. Market works in 7-year trends. We do good, we do bad. We do good, so it's going to bounce back. And you can make that money back up on the investing side when you're coming back. But if I'm focusing on first protecting your money, helping you grow that money before you start to play in the market, I want you to have a safety net over here. That's a different strategy. It's a different strategy.
Wait. You said 7-year trend. That kind of got stuck on that.
Okay.
I'm thinking to myself, wasn't we just in a recession when we had another president and then we still in? I mean, it's like we jumped right back into it. I mean, that wasn't no 7 years. That's like maybe 4.
2001, we had the tech bubble burst. Market crash. We bounced back. 2008, We did good 2008.
Was that the housing crisis?
2008 was a housing crash.
Right. Okay.
We dipped down.
Okay.
The last 10, 12 years, we've been on a great run.
So it's a 12-year run.
But keep in mind, it's supposed to be almost every 7 to 8 years.
7 to 8 years. Gotcha.
So we was due for what?
We was down for a downturn.
And it just so happened that things were in place that kind of stopped that downturn.
Gotcha.
Now we're here, we're supposed to be in the crash.
Got you.
So it is cyclical. So you can sit there and wait and hold on to your money. I ask the question when it comes to your retirement, how comfortable are you with losing money? So if I can stop you from losing money,
Right.
and when the market bounces back, you participate in that growth, can I show you some numbers? So it still works, right?
You know, you need a t-shirt that says, "Can I show you some numbers?"
Can I show you some numbers? Yes, that's all it is.
We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Mind of a Man Show. And we're back with Mind of a Man Show. So Jamal, the Mind of a Man Show is not in a recession. But what I want you to do is tell my audience where they can reach you and how they can get in contact with you so you can what? Show them some numbers.
Show them some numbers. All right, so the few ways to reach us: phone number 615-498-8808, 615-498-8808. We're on Instagram, J&J Planet Network. My personal page is King Jamal 1906. We also have on there like a link in our bio. You can schedule your complimentary review. We use Calendly. You can schedule your own time, see what's available. Quick 30-minute conversation. You can go from there. So, and Facebook is just Jamal Hutchinson on Facebook. You can find us there too. So, not hard to find, easy to contact. Sit have a conversation. Let's just have the conversation, educate. Let's figure out what's going on. I might be for you, might not be for you, but I probably can help you win. That's all I got to say.
Well, my brother, once again, you delivered and you taught me something new about this 7 to 8 year span that turns into 12, carry to 4 and carry to 5 and everything that goes along with that. And also with my producer, Dr. O, we potentially may have an opportunity that we could possibly work on for a conference or something like that. Yeah, we got to talk off wax about that.
Okay.
All right. Let's get out of here, man. Thank you once again, my brother, for coming through.
Thank you.
All right. What's burning on the bushes next? All right, so I got to talk about this. I've seen a lot of magazines. I've seen a lot of my influencer buddies. They'll give 5 steps for getting the gal, 10 steps, man, for making her fall back in love for you. I've had relationship experts and yada, yada, yada. I'm gonna tell you right now, the best information that you can utilize is be yourself. Become more self-aware of who you are, utilizing that emotional intelligence. That's going to be so key for you as you move throughout life, as you move throughout these relationships. Many people can tell you maybe how to get the girl, but then again, really they can't. But how do you keep yourself within that relationship? That's very important. Why? Because that's why we're seeing a lot of the divorces and the breakups now. Because a lot of times people don't feel like they can be themselves. They have to go and put on a character so that they can impress somebody. So they suppress their insides and who they are so they can impress another individual. And what does that lead to? that leads to something chaotic later on down the line. The main thing is be yourself. The imposter syndrome, or whatever they ever want to call that. But when you are able to be your most authentic self, I call it like standing in a pocket. Whatever comes with it, comes with it. You can't change anybody's mind about you, but you can improve on the model, which is you. Take care.
Rock bottle on the track, boy.